Hello, everyone, and welcome to the SOHO Insider podcast. My name is Saad Usmani, and I'm joined by Dr. Phillip Scheinberg, who is the president of SOHO. And we are so looking forward to having this conversation and learning about his vision and all the exciting things that are happening at SOHO. Phil, welcome, and tell us about all the exciting things and your vision. Go for it.
Thank you, Saad. Thank you for the invitation to speak at this great podcast. So SOHO was founded in 2012. The first meeting was in 2013 in Houston. And I have to say, in the last 10, 12 years, a lot has happened with the society. As you know, the meeting started in Houston, and after that, we've had satellite meetings in different parts of the world. The first actually was in Brazil, in Sao Paulo, where I am right now in 2018. And since then, we've had several other satellite editions in several countries. Turkey just had their meeting a couple of days ago. In February, we had the meetings in Spain, which had their first meeting. Italy, which has had their meetings for a number of years. France, their meetings in MENA, Israel, UK is organizing their first meeting. Central Europe, Eastern Europe is organizing, their meeting. Latin America, outside of Brazil, is organizing. So it's very exciting to see the local chapters and the local editions following the format of SOHO as it was originally designed, which is very, very important, focusing on hematological malignancies, having one room, no parallel sessions. So this has added a lot of value to physicians, hematologists all over the world, which is one of the major missions of SOHO. And the success is reflected by the success of these meetings, which actually helps bring a lot of people to the United States. We have big Brazilian delegations going to Houston, and we've passed now 9,500 members, and we're hoping that by the end of this year we can reach the 10,000 member mark. The meeting in SOHO in Houston obviously has grown enormously over the years with a great number of registered physicians from all over the world. So this global participation is also very, very exciting, which adds to the educational mission that SOHO has had since its inception.
No, this is great. And it's been really fun watching, this outreach and this huge platform that's focused on the educational mission of our profession, essentially. And I've always admired the kind of conversations we have at the annual meetings. And it's more about looking at not just the didactics of here's the data, this is what we're doing, but what are the controversial topics and how do we help have those conversations and move the field forward. Can you tell me a little bit about, how you think about the content and the delivery of it at each of these meetings, not just at the annual meeting, but at these, satellite international ones?
In order for you to have a satellite meeting, you have to follow guidelines that are established by SOHO and the board. So you can't just, do whatever you want. So you have to follow the format in a way that is aligned with the missions and goals of the society. And this is what I have seen. I've been to several of these satellite meetings, and I have seen exactly a little piece of the SOHO meeting in Houston, but in Madrid, in Rome, in several of these countries, which has really focused on hematological malignancies and getting really great speakers and really doing what you just mentioned, Saad, really bringing to the forefront this new data, but not only bringing the new data, how do we use it? How do we interpret it? Is this applicable? Is this something that changes practice? Because, we have so much venues that are just pouring so much data onto us as clinicians, as physicians, but, stopping, breathing, looking and discussing and analyzing and deliberating is something that is really, really important. And we see that not only at the Houston meeting, but we see that also in these satellite meetings, which is a great opportunity for society to grow and spread out its goals and missions. So I think this is a critical point that you bring, and this is exactly what we had our Brazilian meeting in May of this year, and it was a great success, and we did exactly that. And we more and more strive to keep this mission and the format the way that is untouched and unchanged. I know there's been suggestions of people, we should probably have more competing sessions, and the board has a no, one room, everybody listens to everything, so you don't have to stress about running around, and everybody gets that great content.
No, that's great. And that's something that I also truly enjoy about the Soho meeting format as well. For people who are listening, who are thinking how to become members of Soho, or even think about organizing meetings internationally, what are your thoughts? How do people become members?
So membership is free still. So I encourage you, all of you, to become members of Soho, and go to the website and learn about all the benefits of becoming a member. And there's many of them. So this is something that you can read through in detail at the website. You have an enormous amount of availability to content, discounts to go to the annual meeting, the ability, CLML, which is the official journal for the society, you'll get that for free. Plus, you'll have the opportunity, Saad, is not only going to these meetings and listening to the content, but what I have found very powerful, actually, going to every meeting since 2013, being one of these founding members that they call it, is the networking. I mean, the networking is amazing. I mean, you're networking not only with the speakers and the people who are part of the faculty, giving these talks, but also networking with people all over the world in a very informal, easier, less stressful environment, where you have the time, where you have the ability to really reach out and to talk and discuss and learn about what other people are doing. And if you want to do something locally, regionally, there's a lot of opportunities to do that. Soho really encourages people to do regional activities, either in combination with local societies. That's very encouraged. So, in Brazil, we do that very closely with the Brazilian Society of Hematology. So they have a stand in our meeting. We have joint sessions at the Brazilian Society meeting with Soho. We had the first one last year. We had 2 joint sessions between Soho and the Brazilian Society of Hematology. We're doing this again, and we're seeing that more and more. So if you feel that you want to bring value to your region, to the physicians, in this format, focusing on hematologic malignancies, you should reach out, become a member, and then you should reach out to us, leadership at Soho, because there's a lot of opportunities, and this can be something that is specific to a particular region or country, because nobody knows the realities of the gaps that exist in each particular part of the world than the physicians who are there. I mean, I had a meeting recently with physicians from India, and they were pointing out some gaps, and that can be filled. And Soho would be more than happy to help fill in these gaps and working with local societies, because I think that's the best combination, that's the best format. And there are many different formats that are being studied and implemented in many parts of the world.
No, that's great to hear, Phil. And I'm really looking forward to the Soho annual meeting that will be in Houston, the first week of September. For our listeners, I hope you enjoyed this one-on-one conversation with our Soho president, and look forward to seeing you at the annual meeting later this year. Thank you.
Absolutely. We'll see everybody in Houston in September of this year. Looking forward to seeing you and everybody else who will be in attendance. So if you would like to contribute to the goals and missions of Soho, you can actually contribute to our fundraising. You can go to the Soho Insider website and learn how to donate to this fundraiser. There are several tiers, and you can get an umbrella, a t-shirt, a shawl, or a Stanley tumbler, or a jacket, and help bring physicians to the United States, to the annual Soho meeting. So this goes to the Young Investigator travel grants, opportunities for people to come to the United States. And some of these shirts actually have a saying that are very, very impactful from really, really important people. Dr. Freireich, who was one of the co-founders of Soho and a giant in the field of medicine, I would say, has in one of the T-shirts one of his quotes that says, open quote, "The best patient care or patient service is clinical research," close quote. So again, if you want to be part of this mission and help, the ability for people to come to the United States in one of these programs, you can contribute to the fundraiser at SOHO Insider, which will benefit physicians from all over the world.